What's up, B Squad? It's your boy JB, and I am here today, you guys, with a brand new review for The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. This is season 14, you guys. This is episode 10, I believe. Sweet Home Augusta was the title of the episode. Now, before we do go ahead and get into it, if you guys are watching this video or any other on the channel, and you guys aren't subscribed yet, then I need you guys to do me a solid favor and stop taking me out of this date and having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know the routine. You can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, turning on your post notifications, and sharing the video. And with that out of the way, you guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and discuss The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, shall we? All right, you guys, so I just woke up to get ready for work, which I should have been up about an hour ago because it's now almost 9 o'clock in the morning. And I started working at 8 o'clock. I got up at 8 to log onto the computer, but I've been in my bed ever since because I have to go into the office today. And it's cold outside. It's so interesting because yesterday it was like hot outside. So hot that I had on a short sleeve shirt and some shorts. And today it's 52 degrees. Texas weather for you. Wait a minute, do we have a freeze or anything coming up soon? Yep, next week. Not again. It's supposed to get down into the 30s next week. Well, it's supposed to, the low is the 30s. Oh, God. How many more weeks do we have of this cold ass? Please don't let no more snow come through here. Don't let nothing else come through here. That's got nothing to do with what we here for, you guys. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Now, also before I even start the review, so you guys know that the panel, so that is why this video is pre-recorded. The panel is tonight, and I am going to be the one that's going to host the panel. So tentatively right now, I do have it set for 6 p.m. my time, which I'm on a central time zone. And, never mind. We'll get to that in just a minute when we get to work. 6 o'clock for me, 7 o'clock Eastern time, you guys. I will talk to the group and see if they are okay with that. If not, then I'll correct it in the StreamYard, and then I'll come here and correct it for you guys and post it in the community tab. Yeah. So let's go ahead and talk about this episode, you guys. So this episode opens up and we see a montage of Dorit and PK, and I was like, oh, great. That means we're going to be talking about Dorit and PK this episode, huh? One interesting in it. Baby went outside that montage of them, oh, Baba, oh, Baba, oh, Baba, Baba, Baba. Like, I was just like, here we go with this shit. So we see the highs of Dorit and PK, and then we see the alleged robbery. And then we see the downfall of Dorit and PK. And this is all 1 week, because we then see as Dorit, Erica, Kathy, and Bose, they are, sitting around a dinner table and talking. So this is 1 week earlier. I was like, okay, cool. So we ain't got to put up with, but again, this is going to probably be a Dorit-centric episode. Now, what I will say, 10 episodes into this season, Bose finally got a new wig. I was like, oh God, this is beautiful. This is good hair. Here's the thing. Her hair, it ain't never been the fact that her hair is bad. It's been the fact that them bundles, my God, it's a lot of bundles, but neither here nor there. Let's go ahead and get into the, no, let's talk about the episode. So, we will start up with, let's start up with Kyle. Let's start up with Kyle. So we see Kyle. So Kyle met Mauricio at the gun range. Now, I think this is a good thing, right? I think we all should know how to utilize a firearm, right? Especially in these trying times. Definitely in these trying times. I think we all should know how to use one. And, like I said, she's there with Mauricio. You guys remember Kyle's house got robbed. I forget which season it was, but I remember her home got robbed and they stole her purses and her jewelry, right? And that is to have somebody break into your home and steal your stuff, that isn't that like, oh God, that is the worst feeling in the world. And I mean, because like I told you guys once before, it happened to me and my mom when I was a kid. And I remember how terrified I was the night we got home, because we got home, the lights were on in our house, the back door was wide, our back door was wide open, and they stole our stuff. Luckily enough, my mom, she knew how to use a firearm and she had a firearm. So she was prepared if anybody, came at the house on us, because they were going to meet their maker, right? So I think it's a good thing for that. So Kyle's asked Mauricio how's his condo coming along. Mauricio, it's not like you don't eat, well, not that you don't eat. It sounds like you don't cook at your place. Okay. I mean, he's a bachelor, but even a bachelor should know how to, because it don't sound like he cooks. I mean, he eats canned soup. I was like, canned soup? Okay, I guess. So then he asked her, how is it living with the girls? Kyle is lonely. Just to sum it up, Kyle is lonely and she broke down crying. That is all we got with Kyle. Now, let's move on to Bose, you guys. So, can somebody tell me what Bose's boyfriend at? Because I always say Bose's boyfriend because I think, is it Keely? Kiwi? Keely? It's something with a K. I just never remember how to pronounce the man's name. And that's, I don't like to butcher people's name. But Bose's boyfriend, right? They are out on a date. So you guys remember Bose is wanting to do fertility treatments to potentially have a baby with her boyfriend, right? I'm gonna ask this question of Bose, like, girl, you said you are 47 years old. Now, granted, you look great, right? But you already got a child, so you want to start over again, and you are almost 50. So by the time that child is 18, you're gonna be well into your 60s, almost 70s. I wouldn't want to do that. Just me personally. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'll be like, if you have one now, you're going to be like your mid to late 60s, well, mid 60s when that child is 18. So almost 70. Like I said, almost 70. But if you want to do it, then do it. Never mind. So Keely, is that his name? Again, if I'm wrong, I apologize. He asked Bose, like, at one point, will it be that he's wasting her time? Well, considering the fact that women have a biological clock and you don't, I would say now, because because he asked her, is there like a timeline? She said, absolutely. She's 47 or about to be 47. So if it's either shit or get off the pot, basically, because if you want a child, sir, and you want one with your girlfriend, and your girlfriend is nearing menopause age, she's nearing menopause, then you might want to go ahead and act now. Like I said, you can have a kid all you, or unless you guys go the other route of, take her eggs, fertilize it with his sperm, and have someone else carry the baby. Y'all could do that, but again, at almost 50 years old, I don't know if I want to put for Bose. I don't know if I want to put, I don't know if, but I'm pretty sure either way it goes, she's gonna have to put her body through that stuff, right? I'm pretty sure she would have to put her body through that. So she also lets him know that, before she even has a child, she wants to be married. She doesn't want to have a child out of wedlock. And I was like, I have nothing but respect for that, right? She knows what she wants and she stood firm on it. So that's it. Let's move on, you guys. Next up, you guys, we got Dorit. So we see Dorit. So Dorit had Bose over, you guys. And something there was a tweet that I saw last night. I was perusing through Twitter last night, and I came across a tweet that says, "Sorry, but I don't think Dorit, in quotation marks, all of my house workers are." I'm gonna repeat that again because it probably doesn't make sense to you guys the way I just read it. It says, "Sorry, but I don't think Dorit, all of my house workers are black, and my mom's best friend is black. Kimsley is being genuine with Bose." You know, I can't say that I disagree, you guys. I really, truly can't. Because I do have a little bit of a proverbial side eye for this friendship with Bose and Dorit, and more so on Dorit's part, because I feel like it's calculated with Dorit, whereas with Bose, I don't. It could be calculated with Bose too, but I definitely for sure believe it's calculated with Dorit. So they talked about how fun it was at the beach. And Dorit is talking about how she felt the way that Sutton was shutting her down. I was like, okay, girl, you have every right to feel how you want to feel, right? So Bose asked Dorit if she told PK about Jagger. So Dorit says that she sent PK a very long text. And I'm going to sum it up because I really, truly didn't care what Dorit was talking about or was listening to Dorit like that. But Dorit said she sent PK a text message. And in the text message, she was basically saying to PK, like, we need to be friends with each other. We need to be this. We need to be that. Da 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 da. Right? And she said it was a long text message, and PK didn't respond to it. So the next day, she texted him back and said, "Really, PK? No response." And so he replied back to her saying he's at a friend's wedding and have a good day. I was like, well, damn. You know what I found quite interesting though? You know what I find interesting? They didn't show the text message on the screen. Because you know, anytime on these housewife shows, right? If they send a text message to somebody, their husband, whoever, friend, the girls, right? They typically show like the text message on the screen. And I'm not saying that Dorita's lying, but I'm just wondering because it's to me it's very fascinating that this season, out of all seasons, Dorit is being very candid and open about what's going on in her life. When we've been saying for the last few seasons that we don't know, we don't know anything because Dorit's storyline has been very surface level. Like, just being honest just being real. I'm keeping it a buck. Her storylines have been surface. The only storyline that we got that was I guess, quote unquote, semi real is the robbery, right? So this season, she's been, like I said, she's been very candid about this whole PK situation, and I just found it interesting. But I found it but I also, when before filming started and they revealed that they were separating, I was like, that's mighty convenient, Dorit. And I'm gonna bring it up. Actually, can I bring it up now? Should I bring it up now or should I wait? We can bring it up now, right? It's interesting that they are going through a separation this season, but which they showed flashbacks of it later in the episode when Dorit was talking about the fact that PK spent most of his time in London. He spent most of his time in London last season. Actually, he was in London pretty much all last season. He came back around the time of the reunion last year. PK was in London last year. PK was in London the year that the house got robbed. Like, he was in London then. So y'all have been separated for years. But now it's just I guess now it's like a formality to say that you're separated. Okay, whatever. Now Bose is telling Dorit that she should be prepared because things can go left or they can go right. Girls are gonna go one direction like the group. They're gonna go left. Now let's move on, you guys. So let's talk about Sutton. And if you guys have been on my channel for any length of time and you guys have watched any of my Beverly Hills reviews since I started reviewing this show, which was, I started season 10 when Garcelle came. Now, if you guys, that is not when I started watching Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I want people to know that that is not when I started watching this show. I've been watching this show since season 1, and I know, so no. Season 10 was just the season that I said, hey, let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot. Because I had been reviewing, like I've reviewed Real Housewives. I had reviewed Real Housewives of Dallas, and I was like, okay. I was doing that, and I was like, let's add and I thought about it. I'm like, let's just go ahead and start adding these white shows to the roster. And I did, and I've enjoyed reviewing the white shows since I've been reviewing them. Some of them. One in particular is just like, God, it's not a chore. It's just that fan base and one particular side of it drives me batshit crazy. So yeah, Sutton had Garcelle over to her home, and I need to wrap this up because, bitch, it is almost 9. It's 9 minutes after 9, and I still need to get over to that office before at least 10. So Garcelle went over to Sutton's house, right? So Sutton wants Garcelle to go with her to Augusta to meet her mother. And I was like, okay, cool, that's fine. So then we find out that, Sutton and her mom, they haven't been in the best place in the last 10 years with each other. So they also, I think it was either Sutton or Garcelle, well, it might have been Garcelle who suggested taking Kyle with them. So they called Kyle up on the phone, and, Kyle agreed to go to Augusta with them. I was like, Augusta, Georgia, of all places. Okay. I was thinking to myself, like, I'm not that familiar with Georgia, except for Atlanta, and I'm like, is Augusta a sundown town? Because what I kept thinking, is Augusta a sundown town? I'm trying to think, but I don't. Because I know we got some towns here in Texas that I just would never go to after the sun goes down. And one of them I worked in, actually that town it wasn't sundown. It was some little surrounding counties around it that was like, oh God, they just freaked the shit out of me because there wasn't no city. Because the thing was, there were no lights whatsoever. And that's why I quit that job with the quickness, especially being black. Hell, fuck no. So the girls made it to Augusta. Now, what I will say is the house that Sutton has in Augusta, beautiful inside and out. And the fact that her mama's house is behind that, okay, Sutton girl, I'm here for you. So Sutton's mom came in. You guys, this is why I've said plenty of times that I ain't never said that Sutton is a racist. I ain't calling Sutton a racist, right? But this is why I've always said that Southern Belle thing, when it comes to Sutton, I don't trust it, because did you see her mama? First of all, Reba wasn't that nice. Secondly, she hugged Sutton, she hugged Garcelle, and she hugged Kyle. But with Kyle, she told her how beautiful she was. Garcelle was like, she didn't say it to me. I was like, because you're black. Because you're black. I don't think she likes you. And y'all can feel how you want to feel. I don't really give a damn. So Garcelle presented Reba with a gift, and it was a scarf. Reba wasn't feeling that, and she wasn't that nice about the gift. Then I don't even think she said thank you. I was like, well, I can take it back, bitch. Like, you want to give it back? Because I can take it back to where I got it from. How about that? So they were walking. They saw her house, but they didn't go in her house. They walked outside to where her house leads to, where the main house leads to her house, right? And Garcelle was talking about how she loves her grandkids. She's like, yeah, but James is one weird kid. I was like, well, damn. Then she said, Garcelle says, I have a weird one too. And she was like, oh yeah, I know, I saw him. So what now, ma'am? Run that back? Yeah, I don't see it from Miss Reba. Now, we see as Sutton took Kyle and Garcelle out to dinner, right? So Garcelle's letting Sutton know that she had told Erica about the trip to Augusta, but Erica feels that Sutton should have brought her to the sisterhood, whereas Sutton feels that this is something that's very personal to her. And I was like, I agree with you right there, right? So Sutton is talking about her mom and how she feels like, her mom is not proud of her. She feels like there's no similarities with she and her mom. I was like, I beg to differ. Y'all both have the same mouth. Your mama is just like you when it comes to y'all don't have any tact. Y'all have a lack of tact when it comes to things that y'all say. But okay, y'all are very much alike, right? So then, Sutton talked about how hard it has been for her. She said because she didn't feel supported by her mother, especially when she opened up her store. But then her mom always praises and talks about things with Christian. And so she just felt the way about that, right? And she also said that when she got divorced, Reba asked her, like, who's going to support her? And Garcelle was like, well, that's just any mother concerned about her daughter. So I said, no. She wasn't asking about me. She was asking about herself. She wanted to know who's going to support her once Christian and I got divorced. I said, I'd be damned. So then Garcelle has a bright idea that she wants to have a conversation with Reba. I said, Garcelle, that lady doesn't like you. And again, I think it's for the obvious reason. All of this. I think it's for all of that. You guys may agree or disagree. Again, it is what it is. Let's go ahead and move forward and wrap up the episode, you guys. So we see Kathy. Kathy is having a dinner party, right? She's inviting Bose, Dorit, and Erica. Bose, love the hair. This orange ass outfit, not so much. I mean, that shit was bright. I mean, you look like a damn pumpkin. The great pumpkin, Charlie Brown. Like, that's what you looked like, but okay. So they talked about the other girls and them going to Augusta. Dorit feels that Erica should have went. I said, why? For what reason? Because they're both from Georgia? I mean, I guess, if that's what you want to go with. But Kathy is wondering why she didn't go. I said, really, Kathy? You're wondering why you didn't go when Sutton was petrified of you at last season's reunion. But okay, I guess. So, Bose mentioned that Kyle has been very cold towards her, and she just wants to know if everything Atlantic Collision, baby, I do not know that. If that is one of Ja's phone, please, for the love of God, don't be one of Ja's. I am going to scream in this. I really thought this my coworker, one of my. Somebody gonna have to figure out how to change her fucking voicemail and get my name off of her fucking voicemail because my bad, you guys. Where we at? So yeah, basically, Bose wants to just know, like, is everything okay? What's going on with Kyle? Where is she at? I said, well, hell, she's going through a divorce, potentially. She's empty. She's about to be an empty nester. So, I mean, she's going through a lot. So, I'm okay, I guess, right? I don't know. So, Dorit says that even she doesn't know what's going on with Kyle. So, Kathy says that, when it comes to Kyle, she tries not to push because, she doesn't like that. So, she just basically tries not to bother her. And I was like, okay, cool. The fact that Kathy called PK PJ, I hollered. So Kathy is talking to Dorit now, and she's asking Dorit, like, how are things with her? She says her life is shit, right? She said that, she told PK that she and PK were supposed to be working on their resentment of each other. I was like, you may have worked on your resentment of each other, but I think his resentment for you got stronger as he got sober, because I think he probably saw you for the person for who you are, and he doesn't like you. So, okay. So Dorit also talked about how she's protected PK over the years, right? And I'll give Dorit that. I will give Dorit leeway and credit and say, yes, man, you have definitely protected that man over the years for sure, because you've kept stuff off of this show. So I'll give you that. So then Kathy said, well, he's a good father, isn't he? She said, wrong. I said, oh. But I mean, again, I think we knew that that man wasn't the best father. I mean, you got young ass kids and you spend most of your time in London and your kids ain't with you. But okay. So Dorit says that she had a long email from PK. Essentially, PK wants her to handle the finances, the mortgage. I was like, is that why that house is in foreclosure, going into foreclosure? Inquiring Minds wants to know. He wants her to handle the mortgage bills and stuff like that. He wants to talk custody about the kids, and if they don't reach an agreement, then he's gonna file for divorce. I said, yikes, that man really don't like you, Dorit. That man don't like you. That man don't see it for you. That man ain't featuring you. Are you that? Are you like? Is it? Are you that bad of a person, Dorit? Like, y'all know I'm not a. Y'all know I don't really see it for Dorit like that. But damn. So then they talk about. Dorit says that they've been together for 9.5 years. I think she said, and so they talk about the fact of community property. Erica, girl, what I'm gonna leave Erica alone because I ain't got much to say about Erica. Because again, like I said, you still ain't divorced yet, so whatever. But I'm gonna let Erica have it. So the rule is in California, after 10 years, you get half. And so they feel like PK is doing all of this stuff since they are 6 months away from being married 10 years. He's trying to do all this stuff so that way, he doesn't have to, get away with paying half. And even with, I think Erica said, with spousal support, that's for the lifetime of the spouse. I was like, oh, okay. So yeah, that was it, you guys. Let me know what you guys thought about it in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel, you guys. Turn on your post notifications. Share the video. And until the next time, stay safe, you guys. Take care of yourselves. Wash your hands. Be blessed. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys. Be sure to join us tonight for the panel of this show. We're almost through with this season because I saw that Andy asked for questions for the reunion. But yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.